Few topics make parents feel more anxious than choosing the right car seat for their kids.
There are so many questions, like which one's the right one? Are they too big? Are they too small?
Tony is breaking down all of the laws and recommendations in today's Behind the Wheel.
From the time our kids are born all the way up and up and even up again till right about here when they're almost age 12, they need to be in some kind of child safety seat. But what kind and when and for how long? Well, let's start at the beginning. Cal is just 8 months old. By Oregon law, she needs to be in a child safety seat rear-facing in the back seat until she's 2 years old. Maggie just turned 4, and since she's under 40 pounds, for her, the national recommendation is still a harness car seat, but at her age, she can face forward. At 8 years old, Eddie has moved into the final car seat stage, a booster, but he still should be in the back seat. He'll be here until he can safely and properly buckle up in a standard safety belt. Which brings us to Henry. He's almost 11 years old and big for his age. He's 5'1" and 130. At that size, he fits a standard seat belt just fine. Well, that was easy. You guys ready to go? Yeah? All right, let's hit it. Road tripping with Uncle Tony. Now, even though Henry fits in this car's standard seatbelt and it's perfectly legal for him to be in the front seat, it's still recommended that anybody under the age of 12 ride in the back seat. You guys cool in the back seat? Yeah. We've covered a lot here, but really it's just a start. Our kids are constantly growing and changing. You can have them in the perfect seat one day, then turn around, and the next day, they've outgrown it. In general, I'm of the opinion that as parents, we should just trust our own instincts, but not when it comes to car seats. There's too much at stake and too much to keep track of. Almost every community has some kind of free car seat clinic. Find one and go if you have any kind of concerns or doubts. It's the only way to guarantee your precious cargo will be as safe as possible. I'm Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon.
So that trip to Dairy Queen to get a blizzard must have hit the cutting room floor.
I got to hold a baby.
I would say as a parent, though, the hardest thing is they get to that certain age, they do not want to sit in that booster.
No,
and it's a struggle, you know, to say, you know, you got to do it. It's just for your own safety.
I
really
mentioned
good information.
The free clinics, and I know, for example, there's one, Beaverton PD has one on October 20th from 9 till noon. You just show up, they'll make sure you've got what you need, that it's installed correctly. We didn't even touch on installation, which is a whole other area. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to keep track of that I think you really need to rely on the experts.
And here's the thing, if you think you know how to put it in, go check anyway. Just have somebody double check it for you and confirm that you're doing it right.
Dads, we're talking to you.
By
the way, thanks to Kimberly, the three older kids were all former neighbors of mine. Carla was a friend, but Kimberly had 3 out of 4, which is pretty good.
It's awesome. Yeah, and the little baby.
You know, and they've changed too, because now that I have the grandsons there, these new car seats, I'm like, there's like extra buckles and snaps and things on here that
so
we didn't
grandpas,
have.
we're talking to you.
No, I'm like, hey, Chelsea, get this in here.
Good advice, though. Just get it checked out to be safe.
And they're all very messy, full of crumbs.